is, as he's performing live too, he's building an audience by doing that.
Yeah, I can remember when he was trying to build an audience. So he was coming this way. I know he performed in West Virginia before at like a little club and stuff. I think he went up Ohio a few times, like when he was first this is 2015. You know, he's getting his little traction built up. Someone was recording. I'm online watching recording. He drops the mic. It just turned my whole thing off. Like, I didn't even want to watch the performance anymore. So I call him and I'm like, what's going on, man? Where's your manager? He had a manager at the time. It was Chicken Man. I don't know if y'all know Chicken Man. I said, your manager's not working with you. What's going on? You got a manager. You're not practicing. And he's like, oh, Mom. I said, you dropped the mic. How you want people to come and pay to see you and you dropping the mic? That looks horrible. And pull your pants up. Your ass. This is how I always talk to him. I'm always talking to him when I see sir. I don't want to see. I said, I can't watch you perform because your ass is out. I don't want to see your ass. That's a turn off. But after a while, his pants was like here. You got to, but they used to be all the way down here. I'm like, I don't want to see your ass, and I don't want to see you dropping the mic. And I've never seen him perform live, but once, and that was twice because I was at his 21st birthday. But the first time was at Devils and Dolls when my oldest son came home from jail, 2017. So they did a big party, welcome home party or whatever, and he performed there. So he performed and I'm watching, I'm like, oh, it was so lit. And then as soon as he came up, I just gave him a hug. I said, you've been practicing, you did so good. He said, Mom, I be in here every day. Like, I said, that's what's up. I didn't know, but me cussing him out must have worked. But he was and then I was at Verizon and a guy was waiting on me. He was like, yeah, I seen him perform. He said he had the Freddy Krueger glove and all that stuff. I said, oh, I wish I would have seen that. But that's what's up. I was always telling him, how are you going to want people to pay you and you're not giving them nothing to pay you for?
Right.
You're an entertainer, right? You got to entertain people. That's what they come and pay their money for.
Young too. You could tell he was learning.
Yeah, he was a baby. He's a baby. But I was always in his ear, and it's so cute. Maybe the year that he passed away, he called me. I was at work and he showed me my name was here by his ear.
That's cool.
And as soon as I seen, I got good. I was like, I was feeling myself. I'm like, oh yeah. And then he said, that's because you always in my ear hollering. I said, whatever. But he put my name because I'm always in his ear.
That's fly.
Yeah. So his interviews made me feel so good because I've never seen his interviews until he died, and I seeing him. He talk about me all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So and he always it was so crazy, even to the point where we have a conversation. One of the videos I can remember, like I'm like, damn, that was so. We just had that conversation, but it was about his driver's license. And then he did an interview with somebody I said you need it because he got the car. And then get his driver's license. So I said, you need to get your driver's license. I said, you have your priorities all in the wrong order. And then he did an interview literally like the next week or something. He was like, yeah, because like my mom, she said, we got the priorities in the wrong order. You got your priorities in the wrong. Everything's important, because I always I don't want to be a hater. Because sometimes my kids be like, you're just a hater. They say that to me. I'm not a hater. I'm just experienced in life. I've been alive longer than you. I've had some of the situations that you went through, and I know the outcome already. This is I know how it works, and I know that even though I want to do all the things, I can't do all the things. I have to put them in order. I got to do what's most important first. You're supposed to have a list and then go down the list. You can't go to here and get this done when this is the foundation of this. It's a waste of time because now you're going to be backtracking and redoing shit because you should have never did this before you did that. Like what the hell are you doing? But yeah, that's all I said, I love you. I'm sorry I'm aggressive sometimes, but you're hard-headed, so I got to be aggressive sometimes. My kids were those kids that if you talk nice to them, they ain't listen, and then soon I always be in the house. Why do I gotta cuss at y'all? Soon as I cuss, then everybody would do what they supposed to. Them was my kids.
Do what you need to do before you do what you want, right?
You gotta do what you need. Right. Needs or priority. Wants, you got a lifetime.
Right. Our high school coach taught us that. He was our English teacher too. So he would give his game pass.
Your needs are first foremost.
Right.
Your needs are going to give you the space and the time and the resources to get what you want.
Right.
Patience is needed for wants. You can't. It's no microwave effect for a want, because wants are usually something extreme, something expensive, something big. That wants are usually shit you don't really need. You just want it. It's not going to feed you. It's not going to clothe you. It's not going to it's not going to enhance you.
Right.
It's usually going to take from you when you want. I was like some sneakers. You'd be like, oh, I want them so bad. But what does it do for you other than make you look cuter for other people or something? I don't know. It's not going to do anything for you. Bring bad attention to you. Nigga want to rob you and take them. The wants are things that they can wait. You get your needs first. Your needs are the things that come first. Then you got time. So when you get what you want and you ain't got no money now, at least you got everything you need. At least you got everything you need. You'll be fed for the month because you filled your freezer up first before you bought the fucking shoes. Like, it just makes sense. You got to do it right. But I laugh when I see certain interviews because I can pull stuff out of them. I'm like, oh, exactly when. I'm like, oh, he got, like he say nacho cheese. You ever hear him say that? Nacho cheese.
On tracks. Yeah.
Get that from me. That's my line.
What's cool about, I don't know if it was Atlanta or New York, but the interviewer actually asked about you. How does your mom think about this record? And he's like, man, she always supported me.
Yeah.
You told us last time. Like, I didn't know he said all this about me on the tapes and this.
Mm-hmm.
So he seemed like me and him were talking on the way back. Like it was so awesome that he was someone that actually listened. Because a lot of these people don't listen. People
I didn't know he listened till he died.
Yeah.
When he died, that's when I knew he was listening, because of all the things that he created, and just talking to other people. Other people would say certain things about him, and oh, he did this or he did that, and I'm like, oh, he listened to me.
Right.
I didn't know he was listening, because when he around me, he act like he don't want to fucking listen. He's like, yeah, you this, you that, yeah. But he was retaining, and he was actually using. And at the last end, he kind of was talking like me a little bit after the jail episode, and he came home.